Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, Wednesday Night Live. So I was getting rid of my dog. So he's going to go hang out with his cousin, really his nephew. So he just left. So that's what took a little long. But welcome to Wednesday Night Live. And let's jump right into it. So supplements, symptoms. This is what we're going to talk about this week. I had taken a few notes. But I was trying to go according to the questions that you guys were asking me. Hey, Lisa. And how are you doing today? Actually, let me stop for a second. How are you doing today, Lisa? Thank you for being here. And yeah, welcome. So I hope that everything is well with you. So supplements and symptoms. I guess we can start with symptoms first. So, symptoms. What I've noticed this week is someone asked me about ringing in the ear. Did I have this ear is going off, y'all? I'm not for sure if that's just a symptom of the vitamin D deficiency or if it's something else. So I am gonna go and get that checked out. But I did have ringing in the ear. I have a lot of bone pain. It's here and there though, and my knees were bothering me a little bit, but that could just be because I'm getting older. But these are just some symptoms that I have been noticing. Just the bone pain has been a little extra. So what I'm doing is, yeah, the ringing in the ear. Hey, Ashley. Okay, Ashley. Ashley has been following since the very beginning when I first got vitamin D deficiency. I love and appreciate you so much. So thank you for tuning in. But yeah, the ringing in the ear, it could be. I noticed that sometimes it's a little bit louder and a little more annoying than at other times. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it right now. Um, what else have I noticed? For me right now, it's really the bone pain. A little bit of anxiousness here and there, not as much as before, but I think a lot of the anxiousness or anxiety that I was having before was because, like you guys right now, I was trying to figure it out. So it was just making me super nervous because I really didn't know what was going on. So I still get a little jittery sometimes, and I'm just really trying to keep an eye on when it happens. I notice that mostly it happens in the morning when I first wake up, like within that first hour or so. And then after I eat something, it kind of, smooths out. Or as I get into my day and get preoccupied with other things, I'm not really noticing it as much. So what I am doing is just trying to make sure in regards to the shakiness or jittery or anxiety, whatever you want to call it, I'm making sure that I do things like trying really hard not to skip meals to see if that's going to rule that out. Making sure that I just reassure myself like, girl, you're good. That's from Lisa. So I noticed someone asked a question last week and they were talking about, I don't know if the chat, so let me know if the chat popped up this week because I actually saw it pop up about a day later. I was able to see it. So anything that I can't answer directly right now, I will make sure that I will go and answer it, or you can leave it in the comments and I'll definitely come through and answer it. But yeah, so some of the things that I'm doing to counter the anxiety or anxiousness is one, making sure that I eat because that can also make you anxious. Skipping meals can definitely make you feel shaky or jittery. And then we could think that, oh, that's anxiousness, but really it's your body saying, hey, you really need to eat. So I'm making sure I do that. I'm making sure that I'm trying to get my magnesium in. I noticed the first time I was vitamin D deficient and I didn't learn about the magnesium at the time, I was noticing a little bit of jitteriness, so I'm not for sure if that's a thing. So I actually have a supplement that I'm going to show you guys that I'm taking right now, a magnesium supplement that I take to just kind of help smooth that out. Use the liquid that I soak my feet in. Oh, Epsom salt. Yeah, that's another good way to get magnesium in your body. That and some topical lotions too. So I'm going to talk about those shortly. But yeah, so not skipping the meals and making sure I drink enough water. I posted up a picture of water the other day because it's easy to just get into your day and just completely forget about drinking water. So for me, I cut out soda this month. I have some cute cups because cute cups help. This is the Starbucks color changing cup. And I just try to keep water nearby so that when I reach for something to drink, that is right there. And I got this one with the lid just, you know, because I keep it by my bedside at night too, in case I wake up and, you know, just making sure that it's right there. So that's another thing that helps. So I think the thing is when you're feeling these symptoms, what I've also done, I write them down so I can kind of go back a few months later to see, or a few weeks or days later to see if anything has changed. If I write down a few symptoms and then I notice this week, okay, well, I ate breakfast and I made sure that I did all the things that I needed to do, and now the symptom isn't there, then it helps me kind of, you know, get a view of what's going on. So one of the most important things I would say is write your stuff down, write your symptoms down, write down what you're feeling, put the date there so that you can go back and look. Like when I did it the first time, I can go back to those times and see how bad I was feeling versus now. And so it kind of gives me comfort in seeing, you know, how much I've healed. But so to jump straight away into, let me finish with the symptoms. So the ringing in the ear, gonna go get that checked. The anxiousness, making sure drink water, not skip any meals, and just trying to be calm in tense moments. I work with children. I can never predict from day to day what's going to happen. When a situation does happen, or fight break out or anything like that, I just try to remain calm. Or if I just get annoyed, which that happens pretty often, just trying to breathe and stay calm and just being aware. So let's jump into these supplements, because I did get a lot of questions on what supplements I take or what supplements I recommend. I recommend whatever you can get your hands on. I'm not a doctor and I don't take anything special right now. I'm not taking the prescribed vitamin D. Everything I'm doing is over the counter, and everything that I'm doing is tailored for my body and what I feel like I have going on with me. So the vitamin D that I'm taking right now is actually this one. I ordered it off of Amazon. This one is vitamin D3, and it's by a company, Natron, which I've actually used for a few years. This helps. I know it works. It works for me. And so this is why I take this one. This one is 5,000 IU. I usually don't take over 5,000 IU. And I take this one once daily. It's a fast dissolve for those of us who don't like taking pills or like swallowing pills. So this one is really good, and I know that it works. In regards to another vitamin D that I just bought, I purchased this one. This one came from Aldi, so I don't know if you have an Aldi's grocery store in your area. It was only $6.99. These are pork-free gummies. I don't eat pork, so I try to do things as vegan as possible. But these ones does not have the gelatin in it, and these are pretty good. They taste really good, so just don't have them around children because they taste just like candy. So those are the vitamin Ds that I'm taking. This one here is just 2,000 IU, which is why I stopped taking this one right now, and I'm going to take these ones for the next 2 months every day. So far I haven't missed a day. When you're taking the vitamin D, we know that we need magnesium. I showed this in one of my older videos. This is the magnesium that I've been using. I take 2 of these at night, and this is the one I like. It's a chewable. I don't like taking a lot of pills or like swallowing. I can't do the whole horse pill thing. I've never been able to. So I try to get things either liquid, chewable, or in a fast dissolve. So these are chewable. They are tolerable. They taste pretty decent. They do have a little aftertaste to it. So I usually take this before bed, brush my teeth, and then I'm good. I notice if I take more than 5,000, I get headaches. So I used to feel like I was getting some sort of side effects when I was taking more than 4,000. It was really hard for me to tolerate taking that much vitamin D when I first had the deficiency, but I've noticed this time, unless I'm just pushing through it, I don't really get the headaches, but I still won't go over 5,000. I know that they sell 10,000. That's a bit much for me. So I'm just going to stick at the 5 and just know that over a few weeks that I'll get there. So when you're taking the vitamin D, we were talking about magnesium. So I take this Natron. I got this also off of Amazon. I tried to put together a little Amazon store, but I don't know what happened, but I'll give it another try. But these are about $6 or $7. These are pretty good. And then I purchased this Calm. So I don't take them, together. I'll either do this or I'll do this one. So the Calm, I want to say maybe I paid about $21 in my local vitamin shop for this. This I like for when I want to go to bed and just really relax, but drink like a tea or something like that. So I'll skip the tea and take this. I know that it says to take 2 teaspoons. I don't really take 2 teaspoons. I'll do 1 or I'll do 1.5. I have taken 2 before, and I thought that it made me feel a little, I didn't like how I felt, but it may or may not have been this, so I'm going to try it again, 2 teaspoons, but for the most part, I just take 1 and I'll get there. As long as I know that I have some of it in my system, I'm okay with that. Other supplements that I'm taking, we talked about the anemia, and I know that someone asked me, like, what was the correlation? Recently, my doctor checked my medication. I can't read, it disappears so fast. But I know that someone asked me about the correlation with iron, vitamin D, and what was the correlation. So I want to talk about what personally I have going on. But this is the iron that I'm taking currently. This one is the Blood Builder Minis. It is a pill form, but it's a small pill. I can tolerate swallowing this one. So I take 2 of these either once a day. Right now, I'm about to start taking it twice a day, in the morning and night, so that I can just get more iron in my system because I, am anemic. So if you're if your iron is a little bit low, maybe you just want to take one. I know that my hematologist kind of wants me taking it twice a day. He even told me that I could take iron pills 3 times a day, but I tried 3 times. My body didn't like that, but 2 is okay. So this is the Blood Builder Mini. I want to say I paid maybe 15. I can't remember, but I got this on Amazon as well. With iron, I'm making sure I take my B12. The B12 is from Aldi's, about $6 or $7. They taste super delicious. They taste a little bit too good. Again, no gelatin are in these, and I take 1. The dosage is 1,000 for 2, so I just take 1. I think that 1 for me is enough B12 in my system. Plus, I eat red meat these days, so I feel like I'm getting enough. And the B12, that helps with your blood. The iron helps with your blood. So that's why I'm making sure I take this. Outside of that, we spoke about gut issues, and a lot of people have gut issues. I have acid reflux at times or GERD at times. So what I'm about to do is incorporate a probiotic. So I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to try it. I just purchased it because I want to try it and just see what, what's going to happen and how it's going to make me feel. But these are 30 pills. They're vegetarian capsules, and it says that it supports vaginal, digestive, and immune health. So this is a woman's healthy balance probiotic, and I can come back with letting you know how I feel about this. Outside of that, the only other things that I will be taking over the next month, I just ordered some more collagen. That's just for, your skin and your joints and stuff. So as I was telling you, I was feeling some joint pain. So I'm like, why not? Because collagen helps. So if it's something else, maybe this can assist with that. I have used this brand before, and it's really good. It tastes good. I mix it in my smoothies. You can drink it alone or mix it in water or any other drink, but that's how I take this. And then lastly, I purchased this Quest, and this is a protein. The reason why I purchased this protein is because when I got my blood levels and all of that stuff checked, it said I was low on protein. So I'm like, how? But I've always been a person that I eat meat, but at the same time, that sounds so crazy. But as far as like meat products, I've never just been big on them. So I'll eat the chicken or beef, no pork. But sometimes I notice I can go a whole day without doing it. So maybe that's why it's low. I'm not really for sure, but I just wanted to make sure that I get that up a little bit. I know that Quest is one of the top brands when it comes to protein. I think this one has 20 grams of protein in it. I have used Quest before. Again, I make smoothies with this. It's really good, and it doesn't make me feel bloated or give me some of the feelings that some of those whey proteins can make your stomach feel. So these are the supplements. That's pretty much it. Like, I'm not ODing, and I won't be taking this every day, but at least if I can get a couple of protein shakes in throughout the week, or just kind of be conscious of my protein intake, I think that that will help. So that's what I'm taking, along with drinking water and cutting out a little bit of sugar by not drinking soda. So that's what's going on. That's pretty much the gist of the symptoms and the supplements that I'm taking. Um, if any of you have any questions, I'm gonna look at the screen and just kind of try to answer your questions. So shoot away. I want to make sure that I give an opportunity to do that. Look, don't all speak at once. So yeah, what else did I want to talk to you guys about with vitamin D deficiency? I think the thing that I really want to speak about now, having dealt with it and dealing with it again, is coming up with a plan for the next 2 to 3 months, or the next 90 days or the next 12 weeks, however that you want to term it. Having a plan is the best way to attack this whole thing. And it's the best way I feel to heal from it. When I didn't have a plan, I was just raggedy and all over the place at first. But now that I have a better understanding of my body, what's going on with it, and what vitamin D does, I had my levels up, felt good, and then stopped taking them. And have that's what I'm dealing with right now. My levels were up, I was good, and I fell off. So here we are again. It is definitely a lifestyle change, Ashley. And that's what I want to kind of talk about. This whole thing, okay, yeah, vitamin D deficiency. The deficiency is the whole lack of whatever. I like to think that if it's one thing that I'm lacking in, it has to be something else. Maybe it hasn't shown up, or maybe, it is there and, just kind of overlooking it. But I think what the biggest thing for me, the biggest turnaround for me, was when I made a full-on lifestyle change. When I started paying attention to my body and not just ignoring things. When I started making sure that I go outside when the sun is out. I even changed how I was dressing because, I like to dress cozy, and I noticed that, oh, why am I outside and I'm all covered up? So I took time to make sure that I would get in the sun. It's one thing, more thing I should have bought on here. I bought a little sun lamp, a little happy light. I'm just joining, but did you see a difference in your absorption with liquid? Definitely. Um, Definitely, and I'll address that in just a second. But I also have a little happy light that I use, and having a plan, making a lifestyle change. I didn't eat beef for 27 years, and that was a lifestyle change that I had to make to get back into eating beef, because at that point I was so desperate. I just wanted to make sure that I was doing all that I could to feel better. So I started back eating beef and being more conscious of my protein intake through meat and other stuff to make sure that I can get my hemoglobin and iron up. So that's that on that. Do sun lamps work? I wanted to get one. They are pricey though. I got I have two sun lamps. The first one I bought, maybe I paid about, did I pay $30? Maybe. They weren't really that pricey. The second one I found at Aldi's. I love Aldi's. They always have the most random stuff. That's the one I'm using now. And I paid, it was less than $10. It was marked down, but I think the original price was $9.99. If you go on Amazon, now that it's more available, you should be able to find just a little one. You don't need anything too major. Sit it next to you while you're putting your makeup on or doing whatever, and just kind of have it on for 10 to 15 minutes. I like to think that is helping. My chiropractor put me on to the sun lamp like way before it was a popular thing because of the area that we live in. He used to preach that, like, if you live in this area, you really need a sun lamp. He had them all throughout his office. That was the first time that I saw them, and I just was like, but you know, he swore by it. So as far as how well they work, is it worth giving it a shot, especially for, you know, 10, 20 bucks? I would say yes. So I do use a sun lamp also. With the iron and the liquid iron, to answer that question, liquid, just, it absorbs so much better into your bloodstream. So I would prefer to take a liquid iron. Liquid iron. I do take it at times. I would prefer to take liquid, all of it, if I could, because it goes into your bloodstream a lot better. Years ago, I used to box, and my boxing trainer always said, take liquid, get your liquid vitamins. Don't even play around with the pills, because maybe they might break down. They might just sit in your system and you don't really absorb it. But when you take the liquid, it just really, you know, hits your bloodstream and you can feel a difference. Even when I make smoothies sometimes and pack them full of a lot of fruits, especially fruits with antioxidants, I could feel it. And if I juice, I can feel that right away. So I think that there's something with, you know, just the liquid being more readily available for your body. So if you find a liquid that you need in a supplement or iron, I would think that it would do a lot better than the pills, because, you know, sometimes our bodies just don't absorb the pills well. So that's why I like the fast dissolves or liquid or chewable, something that can really, you know, get it into my bloodstream and into my system a lot quicker, a lot faster, and a lot better. And that my body would metabolize a lot better. So that was a great question, and thank you for asking that. Any more questions? Because I don't want to hold you guys on here all night, but I am trying to stick to the commitment. While I'm waiting for questions, I do just want to talk a little bit about the channel. So YouTube is a whole new beast, and you know, you got to be in it to be in it. So I'm learning a lot more about today's YouTube, and this channel, what I want it to be about. I really want to have this channel just be about not just living healthy, but, you know, healthy, happy. I got so many messages over the years, and so sad, and oh my God, some of them will make me cry. And it's like, man, I just want us to feel better, live better, be happy, be healthy. I don't want us to wallow in our deficiencies or sickness or illness. Yes, it's there. Yes, we're trying to fix those things, but I want it to be a more positive place of, not that you guys are negative, but just I want it to be a place that I can kind of, you know, implement some positivity into someone's life, or some happiness, or just kind of going through our day-to-day, getting through it, you know, making lifestyle changes, seeing how that works, making little tweaks and adjustments. Because at the end of the day, it's bigger than just vitamin D deficiency. It's just about feeling good all the time. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what my goal is. So that's, you know, fun, happiness, working out, which I struggle with. Have you ever tried the IV? Banana bag is what some people call it. I have not tried it yet. The only IV I get is the iron. I do get iron infusions every few months now, and I will probably be getting them until I menopause or until I, make a decision on what I'm going to do with the fibroids. And to touch on the fibroids and to touch on the question someone had about iron, vitamin D, and they were asking how it was connected. For me and what I've learned from what I've been reading, there's a connection between the vitamin D and women with fibroids. And when you have fibroids, it causes a lot of bleeding, which causes the anemia, which causes the iron deficiency. So there's a correlation there as far as one triggering the other. I don't really know about that, but there's just a correlation that's there with those things. So again, that's why this is about lifestyle changes and just overall, doing better and feeling better and being healthier. I have fibroids also. I did. Yes. So there is a huge connection between fibroids and vitamin D deficiency. What I've been reading and also speaking with my OBGYN about is the connection between that. And so most women with fibroids are vitamin D deficient. No problem. Yeah, most women with fibroids are vitamin D deficient. Never ever knew it. It also lets me wonder, like, I think it's 80% of black women are like the highest group of women with fibroids out of all women. And then sometimes it makes me wonder because of our melanin and, being here, in America and stuff like that without so much sun in some places, if that's also a cause. Then it can also be the things we eat, who knows? But yeah, that was major for me. And I'm like, wow, I wonder if having low vitamin D all this time triggered, fibroid growth in me personally. It's just something that I wonder about. Do you know if there's a connection between low sodium and vitamin D? I'm not really for sure. I'm not really for sure. That's definitely a question that you would want to ask your physician, because I don't have an answer for you with that. I don't know. But and I don't have like low sodium or high sodium issues, not really. But yeah. So I'm going to wrap things up because I don't want to keep you guys. This has been really fun. If you have any more questions or comments, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. The only thing I'm going to ask from you guys now that I'm learning this whole YouTube thing again, make sure to give me a thumbs up or a like if there was something in here that resonated with you, because it helps the algorithm. And then the channel will be, kind of opening up on different things. I actually had my first brand send me something. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'll be talking about this for the ladies that's interested. This is Busty's breast tape kit. So haven't done anything with this yet, but it was kind of cool, kind of interesting. I felt a little like, wow, somebody sent me something. So yeah, we'll talk about this. So if you see it, click it, check it out, and yeah. So I'm going to close down. I love you guys. I hope that you guys are having a great week. I hope that you guys are feeling much better. This week, let's crush it with taking our supplements, drinking our water, journaling, or just getting a little notepad and just writing something down. So let's do that and let's see how we feel next week, Wednesday. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. Peace. Thanks for coming out.